Hi, Raft of Wandering Otters here, and we are about to go to a doctor's appointment. Susan has an oncology appointment. It's kind of a routine. She's part of a study, so believe it or not, it was actually worth it for them to have her come in with all the immunocompromised people and the whole works. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to do some sightseeing. We're not exactly sure where we're going to go yet, so we'll come see what we see.
I'm really looking forward to this. I haven't been out for a while.
And this is where Susan laughs. Evil laugh.
Hey, Dad, I think I was easily goaded.
I think so too, Paul.
And Paul was easily goaded. And now you know the rest of the story. Come see. Go ahead, son.
Well, Corey was a student.
Oh, no names, please. Okay. Raft of Wandering Otters, come see what we see.
Hi.
There
What?
was this kid,
There was a kid. Okay.
and there was a staff member.
All right. Okay. That's it. Hey, it's a beautiful day here. Look at
It
this.
really is.
The sun is out. We don't even have our marine layer that we typically have here, so it's all good.
Very
I
nice
have something
and
to show you, Mom.
Okay. We'll show it later.
Squirrel.
Ready to see it?
Oh, look at, they're finally tearing down these old military barracks.
Oh, derelict building.
Yeah. Shoot, I was going to drop Susan
This
off
is
there.
This is where I like to take
That's a
it out.
standing joke we
Yeah.
have. One time I had to turn around amongst those derelict buildings, and Susan was just sure that I was going to
Well,
drop
it was
her
also
off
day
there.
that you were furious with me, and I thought
Yeah.
that's what you're doing.
I see. Okay, not today.
You know,
Okay, we are going to, where we're going is off of Highway 68 towards Salinas, so it'd be to the left as you're looking at us drive. I am going to show you a little secret. Some of you come into Monterey here and you get stuck in traffic on Highway 1 here, especially on weekends. I'm going to swear you to secrecy, but I'm going to show you a secret and scenic bypass for Highway 1 when you're traveling into Monterey here. In some ways you can ending up in congested traffic anyway, but
You like those pagan? It's funny.
okay, so we're coming up on super secret
Okay, let me see it.
bypass here. I'm going to turn on the Light Fighter,
Light fighter.
which is the old entrance to Fort Ord, or one of the entrances. I remember driving in there and they had military police there at the gate. And they, this was in the early 70s,
I was
late
gonna say,
60s.
that was
yeah.
a different time.
Yeah, and you know, anybody could drive in there. Might have checked the driver, you know, my father's driver's license or something, but pretty much, oh yeah. I guess it was profiling.
I tried to.
Look at it, it's a family of good red-blooded Americans.
When I was in Hawaii by myself, I tried to get a tour of Schofield Barracks. They wouldn't let me go on there.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh wow. Well, not. Yeah, I mean that's not true for every military installation.
Right.
Pretty sure Area 51's not going to let you just waltz in there.
Right.
Ever. Ever.
Ever.
Okay, so what we just did is we traveled on Highway 1, and on our left here we're kind of doing a horseshoe around Cal State University, Monterey Bay.
25 years ago.
We're looking at the 25th anniversary of Cal State Monterey Bay, and it just dawned on me that it's been that long, and Susan and I are coming up on our 25th anniversary. But we actually considered moving the marina as our first house. We just didn't have jobs here. Not to mention we didn't have family here. We didn't have, a little matter of money.
Yeah.
But in 25 years ago, we could have bought a house like the one we're in now for about 150 to 175. Yeah,
I remember that.
that's thousand, but yeah.
And then the market went kaboom.
Market went kaboom. Okay, so what we're on right now is General Stillwell Drive. And you can see there's still military services available here. Still a lot of military buildings. So the remnants of Fort Ord are still here. But this is a beautiful way to drive, because right there you will get some peaks of the Monterey Bay, not to mention the fact that we're going to be driving back past a PGA approved, or whatever it is, golf course called Black Horse Bayonet, named for the Black Horse Brigade, Battalion. I can't remember exactly what its designation was, but that was stationed here at Fort Ord. In fact, when we would go to Army surplus stores, almost every other uniform would have the Black Horse on it, because that was one of the more common. Yeah. Okay, so over this, past these houses on the right, is Black Horse Bayonet Golf Course. And of course, if you look carefully, you can actually see Monterey Bay. And what a beautiful drive this is.
This is really pretty.
Mm-hmm. Turkey.
Where's Turkey?
Turkey. Turkey lurkey.
Where are you at?
Right there. Hi. See him?
No.
Right there.
He's camouflaged.
Yeah, right there.
There he is. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you guys for a long time.
Yep. Not to be confused with the turkey vulture that is flying right there. And there it is, Monterey Bay, and you get a beautiful view of Monterey Bay driving General Stillwell. Is it Avenue? Boulevard. Oh, wait a minute. Not General Stillwell, General Jim Moore Boulevard.
Jim Moore, yeah.
Sorry, scratch all that. General Jim Moore Boulevard. That's the one.
Getting back to the turkey, I remember when we first moved in, and all of a sudden we hear this across the street.
Yeah.
And it was a bunch of turkeys.
It was, yeah. One of the thinking was that you see there's a lot of undeveloped land here on the old Fort Ord to our left as we drive this, and a lot of the thinking is that there was a mountain lion sighting, and the turkeys were kind of escaping there. So they are actually, one or two nights, they were actually roosting on the roof of our house.
They're all around the neighborhood. Right there.
Absolutely. All right. There's school. Can you imagine going to school with a view like that? Paul had a view school.
Marina High School.
Well, there was Marina High School, and then there was also the where he did the summer school thing and adult transition initially. Yeah. But look at that. There's the Monterey Bay. Catch little glimpses of it right there.
Yep. I can't imagine going to school and looking out at the ocean.
Wow. Well, it'd be hard to concentrate
Yeah, it would.
for some people. Yeah.
Hey.
Right.
Hey, what?
Paul's being zany. Zany-ismo. Do not let it happen to you. Fun fact, it's my understanding that William Shakespeare is the one that coined the term zany.
Zany? Shakespeare did?
Uh-huh. That in itself is zany, isn't it?
Bazinga.
Bazinga, yeah.
Very bazinga.
Bazinga is a term that was coined by a resident genius at Caltech that is, many people speculate, as undiagnosed autism. Of course, never mind the fact that he was a fictional character, but
Yeah.
anyway. So there's the bay, and you can see that from General Jim Moore Boulevard here. I think that's just
Stunning.
it's cheap seats and yet a really fabulous view.
Fabulous.
So if you're ever stuck in traffic on Highway 1, just veer on up here to General Jim Moore and take the skyline view.
Whoa.
It reminds me a lot of Skyline Highway in San Francisco. Only I think this has even a better view
wow.
than the Skyline Boulevard in San Francisco. Definitely.
And she said
Wow.
it's because you're in the study.
Yeah. So as I've already mentioned, Susan, all our other doctors are doing phone visits and stuff. But Round
Yeah,
and
you
Cancer is the high risk group for this thing, so they want to
Make sure you're
cover
okay.
their
Yeah.
bases and whatnot. That's part of it. Yeah. All right. There's old Hillbilly Avenue.
Hillbilly.
Yes, sir. It's Hillby Avenue in Seaside here, but we call it Hillbilly
Hillbilly.
because it looks like the word hillbilly.
Abbreviated, huh?
Abbreviate.
Strojalkovich.
Strojalkovich. Paul's talking about an episode of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Alphabet?
Who says that, by the way? Was it Percy?
No.
Oh.
Some engine driver.
Oh, okay.
What's it called? Alphabet?
It's something backwards,
Oh, I see.
Upside down.
like
Upside
Stanley
down.
Yelnats. Say that again.
Stanley illness.
Stanley Yelnats.
I don't know
Funny.
what that means.
That's from Holes.
Oh.
Go!
Oh.
Cows.
LFA.
I think I can cover a burp and pretend I was just buying like a sheep.
Among the cows.
Well, that'll be the end of part 1 of our family outing today. It is the day after Easter, but I think we're going to break this up into 3 or 4 parts because we're just having a great time chatting with you. I usually break up our travel into little vignettes, but instead I'm going to go ahead and let a lot of this play out because we're seeing a lot of great sights, but we're also sharing, actually vlogging, actually sharing our lives. So, hey, have a good one. We'll see you in the next one. Raft to Winery and Otters. End of part 1, our family outing. All right, so we just dropped off Susan for her appointment. She should be 40 minutes or less, somewhere in there. So Paul and I are going to do some driving around.
And some duking.
Go ahead. Duke. Or somebody stealth camping there. Looks like there might be. Hey, easy now. Don't startle people, please.